What's up, y'all? We are live. We're back on YouTube. Why? Screw Twitch. So we're back on YouTube. Today we're going to talk a lot about the players that will be best for the rest of the season moving forward. And that's taken into account. So we just finished up week 9, except for the Monday night game, which is Kansas City versus the Buccaneers. So we just finished up most of the week 9 games, except for that one. And we're going to talk about the best players for the rest of the season per position. Not that kind of position, Dave, but per position, okay? So we're going to first start off. Who should we start off with first, Dave? What position do you think we should go right into?
We got to go quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks right off the rip?
Yeah.
All
Before
right,
we do that, too, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Saints have fired their head coach, Dennis Allen.
About damn time.
They had such a strong start of the year.
They did, but I mean, in his defense too, they did just like the team kind of died, you know.
They lost both Rashid Shaheed and then yesterday Chris Olave went out with
they've got neither wide receiver, so they said screw it, just fire the coach too. Definitely his fault. Anyway, you're on screen. It's okay. Not show me live? Hang on. Good call. Thank you, Kim.
I only have no computer because it's at the doctor right now.
The hell? Oh no, I'm live.
Yeah, I saw a notification that went live.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We got something.
We're good?
We're grooving. All right, so here we go. We're going to go right into it. We're going to do quarterbacks, top 5 quarterbacks for the rest of the year. Dave, do you want to go first, or do you need a moment?
I need a moment. This is a very emotional time for me.
If you say Daniel Jones, people are going to leave.
You go first. I need time.
Yeah, I'm going to go first. All right. So, hang on. I'm going to write it down real fast. Give me 1 second. Everyone, literally, I have it in my head. I just want to write it down. That it keeps me from saying stupid crap. This is live, by the way, so this is a live feed. If you guys are watching this after the fact, just bear with me. There's a walking hair bun that just went across my screen. That's how you know it's live. It's a floating hair bun. That was great. All right, and that one.
Look at all those white hairs. Look at all those white hairs on top.
I got a lot of white hairs, that's for sure.
You're getting some salt to your pepper, my friend.
All right, here's my top 5 quarterbacks. Top 5 quarterbacks for the rest of the season. This is after week 9, actually. Starting number 5, I'm going with actually Jared Goff. Jared Goff is playing really, really good football. He doesn't get a ton of yards, but Jared Goff, he's very, very precise. He doesn't miss many throws right now. Will, what's up? Guess who's back in our chat right now, Dave? We got Will. Will, we came back to YouTube, man. We were on Twitch for a little bit. Will, we missed you. That's why. Mostly it's just for you. We came back for you. So yeah, number 5, I do have Jared Goff. He's been very accurate with his throws. He makes very smart plays. He's thrown few interceptions this year. He's looking stellar, actually, in my opinion. Number 5, Jared Goff. Number 4, which is kind of recent, especially since they brought back AJ Brown, is Hurts. I gotta admit, Hurts looks pretty solid. He does tend to get those tush push type, touchdowns. But hey, it's his touchdown technically, so whatever. So you got to go with Hurts. Hurts is playing pretty good, and Eagles looks a little scary right now. A little scary. Yeah. So imagine DIY. Hello. 15-second delay. I'll take it as long as it stays right there.
I'm glad the Giants helped the Eagles springboard to more wins.
Yeah.
So they did just play the Giants. So I'm gonna reserve the they're for real talk for a little bit, a little bit.
Yep. Number 3, I have Josh Allen. Josh Allen looks really good. I think he's been playing pretty well, dude. He's been playing pretty well, actually. If you go back and you look at his stats, he's playing pretty well. Yeah, number 3, I have Josh Allen. Especially with his new receivers, you still don't know who the number 1 receiver is on that team.
That's the beauty.
I know. That's why it's great. That's why I think it's good. So number
3?
Number 3, yeah, Josh Allen. I think a lot of people will agree with me about that.
3?
Yeah. Number 2, we have a lot of people probably give me a little hate for this, but number 2, I've got Lamar Jackson. A lot of people have him at number 1, but number 2, I have Lamar Jackson. He right now is, as of right now, the best quarterback so far, as of right now. But I think the next guy is going to be better for the rest of the year, and that is Joe Burrow at number 1. Joey Burrow, 5 touchdowns yesterday. 1 stupid interception. I don't know if that was his call. I feel like he didn't want to throw that play, and the coach made him, and then he was like, yeah, you see what happened? I feel like that was not his move for some reason. But anyway, maybe I'm a little biased. I am a Cincinnati Bengals fan. But I think Joe Burrow, 5 touchdowns, he has been balling out. And do you hear him talk about his standard? He's like, I feel like every game we have to go out and put up 30 points because our defense is that bad. He's literally openly saying this basically in interviews right now. It's wild. It's wild. So yeah, that would be my top 5 for now. No Patrick Mahomes, even though he's still a candidate for the MVP race, which is mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing to me. I do think he has a really good game tonight, though.
Let me just have a moment of silence for the atrocity of that list.
Oh, God. Guys, if you think my list... I'm telling you right now, Dave's list is going to be stupid. He's going to say, like, 2 at number 5 or something. All right.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Number 5, I also agree. It'll be Josh Allen. Okay? Josh Allen. Or I'm not Jared Goff. Sorry.
Number 5, Jared Goff. Yep.
Let me redo this. Number 5, I have Jared Goff.
Okay.
Yes, he's been playing very good. And playing good teams, too, which also helps.
Yeah, I love Jared Goff. This year, Jared Goff is like, I'm rooting for him, you know?
Number 4, I'm going to go Joey B. He's been playing better, but come on, he played the Raiders.
Yeah, he's playing better. He plays well against every team, though, except for the first game.
5 times, look, he played the Raiders. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what everyone expected him. Number 3, I'm gonna actually up Jalen Hurts a little bit because he has been playing very good, and Saquon gives him another safety valve.
Yeah, Hurts, that's respectable. Coming from 2 New York Giants fans here, that's respectable.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson.
2 Lamar Jackson. Both of us put Lamar at number 2. Okay.
I mean, look, he's not your clutch guy. He's going to win you a lot of games in the regular season, but when it comes, when you got to put your chips to the middle of the table,
yeah,
I don't think your guy.
And I think that's also another reason why I picked Joe Burrow. I feel like when it's, for whatever reason, during the playoffs, Lamar tends to dissolve, you know?
Yeah.
Tends to dissolve a little bit. And I don't know why he doesn't get the hate like Dak Prescott gets. You know?
Because he's more athletic.
Yeah. So, all right, well, there's that. Who's your number 1?
Number 1 is Josh Allen. That guy is playing mistake-free football. I think last week was his first interception all year. See, he is playing great. I don't care what you say. Between his physical rushing ability and then the fact that he is able to spread the ball a lot more and not rely he doesn't have to try too hard to win games.
Yeah. Will, I see your question. I wanted Dave to finish up first, but Will he said, I'm going to San Francisco in week 11 to see the game. That's awesome, Will. That's really cool, actually, Will. So you're going to the game. Hopefully you'll have Christian McCaffrey back for that game, actually. I think he might come back this week's what I'm hearing. So we'll see that. Yes, by the way, everyone, just so you guys know, Dave does have a black eye. He said something wrong to the Chipotle guy the other day, and it was just brisket in his face. So, so there's that. All right, so that's a pretty good list. Which position would you like to go to next? Not that kind of position, Dave. But,
You choose.
We're gonna go with Will. Do you want to decide which position would you like us to talk about next for the top 5 for the rest of the season? I'm gonna say, so we have receivers we'll go over, we have running backs we'll go over, and then we might just cut it there unless you really want us to do tight end or something.
Tight ends are pretty bad this year. I don't think there's
tight ends
a whole lot
bad this year. They are pretty bad this year. And it's kind of obvious too. I feel like who's good and not. Kind of obvious. All right. top 5. Yo. Yeah, about a 15-second delay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's see here. Top 5. We'll do running back.
Running backs?
Top 5 running backs rest of the year. All right.
Okay.
Top 5 running backs rest of the year. Dave, you've got 10 seconds to think about it. I've already got mine, I think. Pretty much. I just got to write it down.
Yes. I'm a like a. Oh. God, this is hard.
There's some good. It is hard. I think I have a pretty good list actually. I think I have a decent little list here.
Wait. I think I know what helped me think.
God, oh God! If I hear something crack open,
Here's Tyler.
Yeah, Diet Pepsi just sponsor us already, bro. Just sponsor us already. Okay, we're gonna go with. Yeah. I think I'm a little hesitant with my number 5 spot. My number 5 is, I don't know if I'm in love with.
Yeah, I might get roasted for this. I might just get roasted for this. All right, I think I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Number 5, and you're going to be very surprised with what I'm about to say. Okay. Number 5, I think, is actually Bijan Robinson for the rest of the season. So top 5. Hang on, let me restart that. Edit, Tyler. Edit. Set up the cues. Set up the cues. Top 5 running backs for the rest of the season. I'm going to go number 5, starting off with Bijan Robinson. He's really played well the past couple weeks. He didn't start off too hot, though, which is what you and I kind of thought he'd be at. He'd kind of be at that caliber. But he has been playing very well the past couple weeks. However, he's also not played the greatest defenses, like rushing defenses yet. So let's see what happens when he meets those teams. But I would say Bijan Robinson, number 5 right now, is a very safe little bet. Number 4, I have Kyren Williams. He's just been really good at finding the end zone, and getting those touchdowns. And having the receivers back, having Puka back, having Cooper Kupp back, opens it up more for him. So I think Kyren, especially for the rest of the season now that they're back, is going to be stellar. Number 3, I have Joe Mixon. Number 3, Joe Mixon is looking great with Houston. Absolutely great with Houston. He's catching the ball. He's getting a ton of yards, ton of touchdowns. So it's kind of like every game he's getting 20-plus points. Number 2, originally I had Mixon at number 2, except for this past week kind of pushed this guy up for me, which was just an amazing performance from him, was Saquon Barkley. Number 2, Saquon Barkley. That backwards hurdle was insane, Dave. Did you see it? I was like, why did he do that with the Giants, man? Come on. That backwards hurdle, like, what a freaking athlete. And you got to admit, like, I wonder how well he would have done if he was never with the Giants. You have to admit with that thought process. Dave, you have to admit, he's been forced to play football with Daniel Jones most of his career, so you have to admit that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't want to.
I know you don't want to. That's all right. Number 1 is, I think, pretty obvious, and I think it's only going to get worse for defenses to tackle this guy for the rest of the year, is Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, it's just, so, like, defensive players tend to lose a lot of weight throughout the year, and Derrick Henry stays pretty hefty throughout the year, and it's just going to get colder, and they're going to be lighter, and he's just going to run over more and more guys as this year goes on, in my opinion. I think Derrick Henry is going to be a monster year.
His downfall were greatly exaggerated.
His what? His downfall? Yeah. Apparently not. He might have the best year of his life, actually, this year. So I think Derrick Henry is number 1. I just think he's going to be such a problem to tackle.
Yeah.
So that's my top 5 list. Again, okay. I don't know quite yet with the Bijan. There's some other contenders that I had. Thank you.
Yeah.
For the Bijan. However, lately he has been looking very well. You could even argue Tracy to me right now, though.
Tracy, I think, would be in the top 10, not quite top
Tracy
5.
is top 10. Yeah, Tracy is top 10. But you could argue Tracy for me right now.
Like there are a couple guys I might shift in your list, but I mean you have a good list. I will say you have a good list, but I think you're forgetting some important guys that you could not forget.
One guy on my radar was probably Josh Jacobs. Could have been up there. Kenneth Walker. There's some of that, but go ahead. Let's hear your list.
All right, number 5. I am going to put you. You said it, Josh Jacobs.
I feel
still a powerful runner. I think that Green Bay is finally using the way he was meant to be played. Number 4.
Celery juice. Oh,
Joe Mixon.
Why did it sound like you were about to say Odell Beckham Jr.?
I'm gonna go Joe Mixon.
Okay, number 4, Joe Mixon.
Yeah, you're right. He's actually a bright spot on a team that should be playing a lot better right now. Like Stroud is definitely having a sophomore slump, and it's really disappointing because I drafted him in every single one of my fantasy leagues. Ask me how my fantasy leagues are doing, Tyler.
I won't, but I will say Stroud will start performing better when Nico Collins comes back.
Okay. So that was number 4. I put Joe Mixon. Number 3, I can't believe you said this guy. You didn't say this guy. Montgomery. David Montgomery.
Wow, are you saying Montgomery over Jahmyr Gibbs right now?
It would be like number 6 for me, okay? But number 3 is definitely David Montgomery. That guy, like, you can tell the Lions are using more just because he's a more physical back.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like be too creative with the play calling of the harsh rain yesterday.
Yeah.
But he was definitely like the old school, just hit this guy, throw some mud in.
Dave, welcome to the Montgomery Club. I've been part of it for like ever since he's been on the Lions. Like I think it's 2 years now. I've been part of the Montgomery Club. I'm like, this guy knows how to play.
Part of the Montgomery Club, but I just think he's definitely like a serious back. That I mean, I had him in a couple of fantasy leagues. You got to pay attention to him.
He's fun to watch too. Like, did you see him? Yeah. Like, pop! He just laid into that one guy. And I will say this too, and like I think Gibbs might have more fantasy points than him right now, but they give Montgomery the harder runs.
Yeah.
What's that?
PPR. That's more in PPR.
Yeah, they give Montgomery the harder runs too. Did you notice that? Like they give the more likely to succeed runs to Gibbs a little bit. Montgomery, they're like, hey, we need you to run down their throats. It's not going to be pretty. Montgomery.
Well, like, scat back, they like to call.
Yeah.
Like, for reception, every couple of while, like you said, the zone reads. I'm like,
yeah, I like their name, Knuckles, Sonic Knuckles.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
All right, so number 2, I will agree with Saquon Barkley. I hate these on the Eagles. I really do.
It's still a sore wound. It's still oozing. That wound is still oozing on Dave, guys.
I saw that jersey in my closet, and every once in a while I'm like, oh, I love this jersey because it was like my favorite jersey, not just because of who it was, but also just because it was so well made.
Yeah,
like my special jersey, and now it's painted.
Good, Dave. Let's get this over with now. Okay. So how else do you feel about this jersey?
I got my 3rd jersey in a month, by the way, but that's a different story.
Okay. What are you going to do with this Barkley jersey now, Dave? That's all right. We're having a real breakthrough right now. I can tell.
Hide it in the closet.
Hide it in the closet, and is it just going to stay there, like your emotions?
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna keep that jersey in the closet. Okay, Dave. That's fine. That's fine, Dave.
Number 1.
You want to have a burning ceremony, Dave? I'll come up. We'll have a burning ceremony with it.
Jersey is too good to be burned. But number 1. I mean, it's there's really no suspense. It's Derrick Henry. Guys.
No way!
Guys should again be in the MVP race, but is not for clearly
stupid reason.
Yes, clearly
I
stupid
hate
reason.
that. I hate that MVP race is basically a quarterback race. I hate that so much.
Yep.
And an insane amount.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say Lamar's playing very, very well, though. I will say he is. I think he's more of an MVP contender this year than he was last year. Last year was that was BS. Well, that was BS. Last year's MVP.
I think that's mostly because Patrick Mahomes is having a career low year.
Yeah. All right. Very nice. So we got our top 5 receivers rest of the year. That leaves us, or running backs. That leaves us with receivers now. So we're going to go into our top 5 receivers for the rest of the year. If you guys are watching and you want to make a list of your own, so top 5 receivers for the rest of the year moving forward after week 9. Yeah, whoever you think is going to be up there. There's one that wasn't on the list, but I don't know now because of injuries. That's all. That's all I'll say. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of work forward. I'm forward to this one.
This one's tough. Receiver's definitely tough.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to have a different list from the beginning of the year. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been wild. It has been definitely wild. As we're doing this, heck of a game from JSN last night.
Yeah, they're finally giving him opportunities.
Yeah, well, DK's out, so he was the number 1 guy, but it's like, crap, he looks freaking good.
I know.
All right, JSN, best receiver rest of the year.
Yeah.
I got my 1, I got my 2, I got my 3.
Yeah, I got 1 and 2.
4 and 5 are tough. 4 and 5 are definitely tough.
4 and 5 are tough. Let me think.
Let him cook. I said let him.
Like it's hard to try to predict who would be good for the rest of the year when the beginning of the year was kind of like uninspiring.
Yeah. I know. That's why it's good.
If we're just to draw a line, like these are the best receivers starting like today's week 1 for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That'd be, but I'm trying not to make it so it's based off
it's dealing with their team, it's dealing with the injuries on their team, it deals with everything. So who would you like if we were to redraft fantasy football and continue with how the NFL is right now, how would you do for the rest of the year? That's what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm struggling with 4 and 5 right now. I am struggling.
I think I got 4 and 5.
Sutton at 4.
You know who's actually been playing really good lately? I mean, he's not on the list though, but Jerry Jeudy. Since Amari Cooper left, Jerry Judy's been
him and Tillman on that team. Well, I was telling my chat on TikTok when I was live with them, I was like, cue Jameis Winston throwing massive interceptions.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
There's definitely injuries that ruined this list for me.
Injuries that ruin this. Yeah, there is. There really is. La 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 la. Man, it's for me 1, 2, and 3 are pretty obvious for me. 4 and 5 are tough. 4 and 5 are tough on this list for me right now. There's so many different options.
I think I got 4 and 5. If you want me to go first, I think I got a. I think I'm.
You think you've got it? All right, I'll have you go first. That might inspire me.
Yeah. So, number 5, I will start by saying it should be Mike Evans, but since we really don't know how long he's going to be out injured,
he might play today.
He might play. Okay.
If he doesn't play today, I'd say he's definitely going to be back tomorrow. Next week.
If he doesn't, depending on if he might even be banged up he might be back in the injury report, but right now I'm going to say Malik Neighbors, just because the Giants are coming up on a very easy, I won't say easy, a very winnable part of their schedule against teams should be worse than them.
Yep.
Panthers are coming up. We're getting another shot at the Cowboys, which I don't know, optimism, but we should be able to play the Cowboys, especially if Dak is going to be be banged up. You play the Saints shortly after that. Just lost their head coach. I'm like, we have not easy but winnable games. All of our games have really been winnable, but we have definitely better chances of winning the next couple games.
Yeah.
So Malik Neighbors, though, I will say again, it should be Mike Evans, but where it is right now is Malik Neighbors. Number 4, I'm gonna go Devontae Adams.
Wow. Okay, did not see that coming. Number 4, Devontae Adams.
Huh?
He's not even for 3 weeks in a row. He's not even the best receiver on his team.
Well, I think that's going to change. I
hear you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not totally absurd to it.
Last game, he definitely got an increase in looks, at touchdowns. I'm like, I can only assume it's going to go from here. Like I said, that's where I'm like trying to draw a line, like how the first part of the season has been versus how the rest of the season going to go.
Yeah. He will be at that level for the rest of the season, the way he played this past week. Because I was telling, everyone was like, oh, should I drop Devontae Adams? I was like, no. First week, he was settling in. Second week, they lost their head coach. I was like, give the guy a break. Like they probably changed the system a little bit on him again after just learning it in 7 days. I was like, this third week, he should be better. And I think he's only going to get better once he's like, okay, a little fine-tuning here and there. Plus,
coach then signed him.
Yeah. So... I hear you. I hear you on that. I'm not mad at that at all, actually.
I still think it's a losing cause for the Jets for the rest of the year. I think they're a chicken without a head right now, honestly.
Yeah.
Number 3, I'm going to go A.J. Brown.
Ooh, I like that one. I do like that one.
Dude's really good. I'm like, and with Jalen Hurts now finding his groove again and gaining confidence, I think it's going to go up.
He didn't have the greatest game yesterday, though, but I do like that one.
Yeah. Trust me, when they start going deep again, he's gonna be the first guy they go to. Number 2, I'm gonna go JJ.
Yeah.
Guy's still solid. I mean, what can he do? Number 1, I'm going Ja'Marr Chase.
Number 1, Ja'Marr Chase. Yeah.
Chase.
Yeah, I think Chase is a problem. He didn't have the biggest game yesterday either, but yeah, he is definitely a problem.
Yeah.
I like that.
T. Higgins out too. That means more.
Yeah.
It will mean more attention on Ja'Marr Chase, but also it means he'll get more opportunities.
Yeah. There's some definite honorable mentions in my league.
Oh, for sure.
They could easily be top 5. Like for instance, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Huge amount of targets yesterday. Huge amount of yardage. Right back at it. However, but you're like, is when Puka comes back, if he doesn't throw a punch in the middle of the game, if Puka comes back, is Cooper going to be at this production level, or what's going to happen?
My dad has the worst luck with fantasy football. I'm like, I have had some pretty bad luck this year, but he drafted Chris McCaffrey thinking he was going to own it.
Yeah,
hasn't yet. He's got injury after injury, and then yesterday he's like, Dave, what happened to Puka Nacua? He's got 2 points for you right now. I'm like, he got ejected 3 quarters.
2 ejections yesterday, him and Branch.
That one on Branch wasn't. Come on.
Even the Puka one, I was like, I thought it was a little weak. I get it, but I thought it was a little weak. What?
If you punch a guy, I mean, but the one on Branch, that was.
Well, the guy was kind of going after him though.
Yeah.
Puka was like, "What the hell are you doing?" He kind of was defending himself. So I don't know. He retaliated. I get it. I probably would have to be honest, many of us would have done the same thing in Puka's position. It's like a natural retaliation to it. So
yeah,
there's that. But yeah, so Cooper Kupp, honorable mention for sure. Puka, honorable mention for sure. Another one too for me is actually Terry McLaurin this year. That's a very good honorable mention. He's been playing really, really well.
Yeah. He finally has a good quarterback.
Yeah. You could argue Garrett Wilson a little bit. I don't know. But here's my top 5 list for receivers for the rest of the season. We're going to start with number 5, and this one is probably a little bold because you don't have the proof yet, but I think it's there, is Tyreek Hill. Tua's back. Tyreek Hill was the best receiver last year. There's not much different on that team. It's kind of what they need to do. He did pretty well yesterday, 80 yards, but I think they're going to get right back into that system, and they really struggle against the Bills too.
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet. Like I said, it's an interesting one because I don't really have definitive proof with it yet, but I think Tyreek Hill will finish the season as a top 5 wide receiver. Number 4 is actually very surprising, but if you kind of look at the stats, it's there. It's definitely there. And that's Zay Flowers. Surprisingly. And Dave, you mentioned to me earlier, you said, no, Zay Flowers would be pretty good. You brought that up. I will give you kudos for bringing that up earlier this year. Zay Flowers had like over 100 yards, I think 2 touchdowns yesterday. So he balled out. And he's been playing very well. So I'd say Zay Flowers. Number 3 for me is going to be Justin Jefferson. Number 3 is going to be Justin Jefferson, playing very well. He's not really getting the end zone quite as much, though, as I want him to. But he's getting those 100-plus yard games from here on out, it seems like. So I do like Justin Jefferson. Number 2 is going to be Ja'Marr Chase. Number 2 is Ja'Marr Chase for me. He just his thing is he does very well when T. Higgins is on the field, I've noticed. If T. Higgins is out, he doesn't do as well, and the defenses know to try their best to lock him down. So for that's why I've kind of got him at 2, because he kind of has a Achilles ankle, I feel like, in a way. If you notice, any game he plays without T. Higgins, it's not as good. What happened?
Achilles heel,
ankle. Hey, Sam, whatever. All right, number 1, who's going to be coming back probably this position in like all the receiving categories, even though he was injured for a couple weeks, is Nico Collins. I think Nico Collins comes back. I think Stroud catches a groove again, and I think he finishes the year as the number 1 receiver. Bold claim.
A lot of ifs in there.
Bold claim, but I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it, Dave. Deal with it.
I've had Tyreek Hill the whole year, and I was like marking the days of when Tua's coming back. Still hasn't exploded. I'm like,
yeah.
I can summarize all my fantasy teams being dragged down by 2 players: CJ Stroud and Tyreek Hill. In most of my leagues, that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You know, all the rest of my players, you know, some of them aren't great. I'm like, I probably should have drafted some better running backs.
Yeah.
But
dude, in my friend Eddie's league, my team looks amazing, but every week it falls apart. I don't know if you've looked at my team before on that league.
1-7,
dude. It's insane. I'm freaking 1-7. My team looks pretty freaking good. I'm weak in the quarterback. I'm weak in the quarterback section, but not too weak. I got to tell you my team real fast. You're going to be like, how in the hell are you 1-7? Here's my team. Ready? Geno Smith, Drake May, David Montgomery, Tyreek Hill, Ja'Marr Chase. I have Tyreek Hill and Ja'Marr Chase in this league. Brock Bowers at tight end. Kenneth Walker, Ramondre Stevenson, Tua, and then the defensive players. On my bench, Dave, here's my bench. My bench is insane. My bench is Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Raheem Mostert, Nick Chubb, Detroit defense, Justin Tucker, the kicker, Dallas Goedert, who's out, and Tillman from Cleveland. That's my bench. Dude, my team sounds pretty freaking legit, and it doesn't sound like it should be 1-7.
Sounds legit. Sounds legit, right?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know how. And I even messaged Eddie. I was like, dude, I can't catch a break in your league, man.
In that league, if I didn't have CJ Stroud, I'd be winning a lot more games.
Yeah. You'll be good once Nico's back, though. You'll be good once Nico's back.
I really hope so.
All right, next question is actually a pretty fun question. Out of every player in the league, who would be the number 1 player you would want to go fishing with?
Ooh.
Good question, right?
Yeah.
Who's the number 1 player you think you would, not because like, oh, I'm a fan of you, but like personality-wise, who would be the number 1 player you want to go fishing with? Take a second, think about it. It's a good question, right? I was like, we should try to ask something interesting today.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence.
Sexy Dexy.
Yeah.
I could see that. He'd just be scaring all the fish away. Like, oh, I caught a bluegill. Like, sir, you're scaring all the fish.
He's actually a pretty funny guy.
He probably is. He probably is a funny guy. Dexter Lawrence would be the guy you'd want to go fishing with out of everyone.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that's great, actually. I like that a lot. I'm trying to think who else would be interesting. I'm kind of jealous of your first pick, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
You probably want to go with Carson Steele so he can bring his pet alligator.
No, he would know how to fish, though. You know that. I'm trying to think of who would be a fun personality to go fishing with. Sexy Dexy. I can't believe it. It's funny. I had this question. I don't know who I would pick. La 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 la.
You clearly thought about this a lot.
Not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit.
I took me 5 seconds.
Not one bit. Oh, what's his name? That might be fun. Jamal Williams. Is his name Jamal?
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
He used to be the Lions running back.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
on the Saints now, I think, right?
Yeah, he's like buried pretty deep. Why him?
He's funny. He's
Is he?
into anime. I think we'd hit it off. Yeah, Jamal Williams, I think Jamal Williams is the move. He's funny. He's into anime. I like anime. We'd have good conversations. I feel like he'd be a character.
Just want to say, Sexy Dexy would sit on Jamal
He
Williams.
probably would. Be quite. I think the four of us going fishing would be just a hilarious time.
That's funny.
Let's see. Let me get another question for you though. Let me get another good one.
Okay.
What's another category? Fishing. What's like something else?
Who would you want to go see a football game with? Like as a fan.
Who would you like to watch football with the most out of everyone?
Yeah.
Who would I like to watch football with the most out of everyone? If we're allowed to include coaches, I think Dan Campbell. I think I would love to watch football with Dan Campbell.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think that'd be
my answer. But mine would definitely be John Gruden.
He's not in the league. No, it has to be in the league at least.
Fine. In that case, can't do games.
Yeah, who would be number one person you'd like to watch a football game with? Like to attend a game with. Number one NFL person to watch or player, whatever.
Active players?
Active players. Actively in the league now.
All right, Travis Kelce. Because I was gonna say
Grow up.
I was gonna say Jason Kelce, but he's not in the league. Yeah, Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. Okay. I mean, that would be great. They should totally invite us on their show one day.
I'd love to.
Kelce Bros. Okay. I think that'd be pretty good.
Pat McAfee will also be an honorable mention if he was an active player.
Yeah, he's blowing up with his whole football program.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's blowing up.
If you're watching, invite us.
Invite us. Get us on here.
At the very least, invite me and not Tyler. Bang, 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 bang,
Bang
bang,
bang
bang,
bang bang bang
bang,
bang da bang da bang 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 da
bang,
bang.
bang, 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 bang.
Let's see. Oh, you know who else who's grown on me that I would also go
Who?
fishing with?
Who?
I used to not like him, but now I do.
Go ahead, let it out.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, a good choice.
Yeah, I used to not care for Baker Mayfield. I think because I was a Bengals fan. Um,
Oh,
but I love his energy now. I love his energy.
oh yeah.
You know who I could not stand to go fishing with?
You.
Who's the number one person you would hate to go fishing with in the NFL?
Oh, in the NFL. Okay.
Number one
Oh,
person in the NFL you would hate to go fishing with. Who would it be? Who can you not stand?
who can I not stand?
Yeah.
Oof, that's a good one.
Oh, I already know mine. Easy, done and done.
Let me hear yours.
Deshaun Watson.
Watson. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Man, this is tough. Oh, Daniel Jones.
Oh God, that might be worse. I feel like it'd be awkward. He'd be like shaking, trying to put the thing on the noodle. Like I don't know. You know, I could see him being like a little awkward. It'd be weird.
There's now Daniel Jones' face.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. You know who I don't think I get along with him, but I like his personality. I like his style of play. I don't think we would get along too well. Is Crosby.
Crosby.
Max Crosby.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought I meant like the kicker. Like,
Mason Crosby. Yeah, I don't think he'd like me.
He's a guy.
Yeah, I don't know how well we would get along. I don't know. Sometimes those real tough guys really like me. Sometimes they don't.
You know who everyone loves?
You.
Carl Bates.
Carl Beams. Everybody loves Carl Beams. Everybody. Can't not like Carl Beams.
Yep.
Love Carl Beams. That was fun watching a class the other day.
Yeah. Miss it?
Yeah, of course.
I thought
Of course I do.
you were going to say, no, Dave, just miss you.
Oh, good. Another good question. Who do you think is the best fisherman in the NFL?
Best fisherman in the NFL?
Fisherman in the NFL. I have my answer.
It's probably Carson Steele.
He's up there. I think he's up there for sure. I have my answer though. I think I know.
I'm going to go with Carson Steele. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Josh Allen.
Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Really?
He's gonna be a good fisherman. Yeah, he's like a farm boy. Like,
oh, that's true.
yeah, he is a very like he's like inducted into some sort of farming committee or something. I don't know what the name is, but he's like a very big farm boy.
You know who I think would also be like a pretty good fit, or at least a good guy to hang out fishing with? Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow would be cool. He's pretty chill. Very chill.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get much energy out of Joe. But he'd be a good time. I like that though. I don't want too much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joe Burrow would be a good one. You know who would catch the most fish but wouldn't be that great at fishing?
Who?
Patrick Mahomes. There'd be scuba divers underneath putting the fish on the hook for him. And then...
Why is he wearing a referee uniform?
What the hell is this? What's this referee fish? It's a sheep's head. It's
Oh, I lost the hook. Flag.
flag. Flag on the fish. What? He didn't do anything. He's a fish.
Bro, bring the fish back. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got some cracked out. He's got some cracked out bait. He's not supposed to be using it.
Roughing the
Roughing the angler. What the hell?
Andy Reid, Coach Reid, what are you doing in the water? I thought I got like a a big 100-pound bass.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm thinking of all the scenarios though. That like Patrick Mahomes as a NASCAR driver, it's just a straight line. He doesn't even have to do the turns. He just goes in a straight line.
Flag.
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 Say that again. Sorry.
You seeing more of those videos of the guy Tim Grossi or whatever he's like in the NFL was scripted.
Oh yeah.
Music. Boom, 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 boom. Stroud, 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 Stroud. Boom, 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 boom. Stroud, 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 Stroud. The Strouds are pleased.
Bryce Young finally won again.
Dude, I'm glad I didn't pick the Saints and sleeper. I meant to tell you this. So I now have 3 jerseys in less than a month because I bought a Malik Neighbors jersey.
Nice. Respect. I like that one.
Early in October.
I like it.
Then Matt gave me a Brian Burns jersey for my birthday.
I saw that. And the Giants red.
Yeah. And I'll take that jersey. It's fine. And then I won a Dexter Lawrence jersey.
What the heck? How did you do that?
I won in a Survivor League with my cousin, a bunch of his friends.
Yeah.
Winner was NFL merchandise, NFL jersey of your choosing. So I chose a Dexter Lawrence jersey.
Heck yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, NFC West, I'm looking at the standings. NFC West is tight.
It is tight.
5-4 Cardinals, 4-4 Rams. Rams are scary though. Rams are scary now that Puka and Nacua are back. And they just beat the Vikings.
Person. You said Puka and Nacua?
Yeah.
Nacua, that's one person.
Yeah.
I mean Puka and Cup.
I said Puka and Nacua?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
That's right. Nacua Matata, man.
The NFC North is the best division.
Absolutely.
Easily. They are
from
disgusting.
jokes to goats.
They are disgusting. Yeah.
NFC East is different this year.
Yeah. NFC South is anybody's
Correct.
game. Falcons, though, are looking pretty solid lately.
Falcons have the best chance in that division.
Bucks are close, but
yeah,
that's amazing. Saints started off 2-0 and then lost last 7 games.
I mean, the Falcons being the Bucks though is definitely gonna make a difference. So
yeah,
I get Falcons.
Giants have a prayer.
Yeah, we're gonna win a couple more games, but it's a little too late now.
Yeah, that division can get real spicy. If Cowboys suddenly turn it on with Cooper Rush. Oh yeah, honorable mention CeeDee Lamb, by the way. He would have been on the list, but Dak's probably gonna be out for a couple weeks at least. He pulled his hamstring, but they were looking at his hand on the sideline. You saw that?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, honestly, with the Giants, I don't think we're doing bad enough where you start firing Daboll. I mean, I know people are saying like fire Daboll. I'm like,
no, get Daniel Jones the hell out. Zero yards going into the half. It's a quarterback thing. Say.
If you look at all the corrections we made over the years, we replaced the coach, replaced the GM, we replaced coordinators. The one place, we got rid of our best player. For draft and drafted other guys. Yeah. The least common denominator right now is Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
there's no more running away from that. He's not your guy.
Yeah,
we shouldn't hate him that much, and we have to find someone else. And we also missed out on the best QB draft class probably in like the last.
Yeah, freaking dumb. The next QB class is not that great. Hopefully, I don't try to capitalize on that.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
That's
the next prospect to go after is Archie Manning
yeah.
for Giants.
That's,
I would like that.
that's at least 2 years though.
Yeah, he's young. Not a good team though, but he looked great. He was playing some. He's already playing great.
Mike, I think if we were to draft a quarterback this year to maybe hold us over, let's see how he does.
Yeah.
I'd probably go after. This where it gets tough.
Yeah, there's no stellar standout right now. There's
Yes,
no
Carson.
Trevor Lawrence. There's no Caleb Williams. There's no
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels.
Our best bet would probably be like a. I don't think he would go to us like a Shador Sanders or a Carson Beck.
I don't want Sanders. I think that's a bust. That's a bust. Sanders is a bust for quarterback for me. I think he's good, but I think that's a bust. I think that team has way too much highlight. Travis Hunter playing both sides is nice, but I think he's also not going to translate well to the.
Oh, I disagree. That guy's a baller.
He's a baller, but he's not that big.
He's gonna have to pick a position. I'm thinking he would probably stick with the D to be as a DB.
Yeah, Travis Hunter is not that big though. I don't think he'll translate well. Personally, I don't think he'll translate well. Call me crazy, but call me crazy.
You said the same thing about Caleb. Or Jaden Daniels though. I really wish we got Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Tommy DeVito, for being good.
You know what?
I saw someone post, they were like, I'll never forgive Tommy DeVito for ruining our chances of getting Jaden Daniels.
I don't know about that. I mean, look, Malik Neighbors is clearly a good pick, so is just going to help whoever we get next.
Just strengthen that O-line a little bit. I think you're great at receivers right now. I like Tracy at running back. Our defense is stellar. Literally, all they have to do is strengthen the O-line a little and replace the quarterback. And we have a decent little team there. That's literally the only two positions they really need to adjust.
Yep.
Yeah. With Neighbors in there, they're solid. I don't know why they don't get Hyatt going more.
I don't know.
I never understood that.
I personally think he's a deep threat, and
yeah, get him comfortable.
We never have enough time to go deep.
Yeah, get him comfy though. I don't know. Like it should be Slayton, Neighbors, and Hyatt out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
maybe
they really
maybe Wan'Dale Robinson. You could argue too, but
Wan'Dale's a slot guy. You got Slayton and Neighbors in the wideout position. Both are playing good right now. So I'm like, where do you fit in Hyatt?
Yeah.
Like, unless you take out Tracy for like you do a lot of empty sets.
Yeah.
There's really a whole lot of I lost you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
You disappeared.
What? I'm still here.
Your picture disappeared.
No.
I think there's a signal on your end.
No.
There you are.
Yeah, you better like how I look. Better like it.
Unless we go like tight ends to block or no running backs, we kind of are three receivers.
Yeah. We just jumped to 8 viewers right now for no freaking reasons. That's probably why I got a little staticky. Let's go, guys. Guys, anyone that's chiming in right now, if you have any fantasy football questions or advice too, feel free to comment it down below in the chat. We will be more than happy to answer for you and help destroy your team because we're that bad at it. No, I'm just kidding. We're very good at it. If you guys have any, again, fantasy football questions or things like that, guys, feel free to comment them down below. We will be more than happy to help you with those. Obviously, I mean, Sunday's games are already over with, but we did just go over our top 5 players in each position, pretty much going from quarterback to running back to receiver for the rest of the season. So there's that.
For tonight's game, had Chris Godwin and Mike Evans been healthy, I actually would have probably picked the Bucs to win this game.
I would have too, actually. The Chiefs are the biggest fraudulent undefeated team right now in the NFL. I mean, they're the only undefeated team, but they're only barely winning their games.
Yeah.
You notice that? I think the only team they whooped on was the Raiders. Is one of them, something like that. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
good job. You beat up, you know.
Jimmy Johnson yesterday on NFL Fox Sunday said like the Chiefs will probably go undefeated this year, and they all jumped on like even Michael Strahan's like Jimmy, like I played a undefeated team. He's like,
Yeah.
you don't go undefeated unless you're beating. If you're literally at the same level as the 2007 Patriots, where they were beating their teams by like an average of like 20 points or something like that,
Right.
like two, like, come on.
Come on. Come on.
One score games don't really translate to 17.
Usually not. Dave, I know we usually wrap up right now, but we just got pushed a little bit on YouTube. We're gonna do the draft will real fast. Is that okay?
Yep.
Got time?
Yep. I got time.
NFL will spinner.
Time for another Coke.
Pop the Coke out quick. Ooh.
Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
All right, Dave, we're going to create a team. We're going to go, you know the format. We do this a lot, guys. If you guys are just now chiming in, we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to pick a player from that team. We're going to do, let's not do all time. Let's do current players, Dave.
Different. Let's do rookies. Rookies only.
No, I'm not good. I won't be very good at that.
Fun sucker.
Okay, so we're going to go with current players, spinning the wheel. And we have QB. We can pick a QB, and we can pick a running back, and we can pick a receiver. We'll just do one receiver today to make it a little fast, and we can do a tight end.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Yep.
As always, Dave goes first.
Should we do defense player? Never mind.
No. All right, let's see what Dave's got.
All right, you said or all time?
Current players.
Okay.
You've got the Oakland Raiders. Man, I wish you probably were like, we should have said defensive players.
Yeah, we should have.
I already know who you should pick.
Yeah, I know too. Brock Bowers.
Yep, Brock Bowers, tight end. Good job. Proud of you, Dave. Proud moment. You're getting a little, yeah, your connection is dropping a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. My turn. We're going to spin. And we are going to land on the New England Patriots. New England Patriots, let's see. Tight end, actually not too bad. Hunter Henry, Drake May, not in love with it, but not too bad. Ramondre Stevenson, not horrible. I'm actually going to go with Hunter Henry on the tight ends. I think that's not too shabby. Yeah, we're going to go with Hunter Henry. All right. So we both went with tight ends right off the rip. So you got a really nice one, though. You definitely beat me there. You have Bowers, and I have Henry. Henry's not too bad, too. Gesicki had a great game yesterday. Gesicki had a great game yesterday. Mm-hmm. All right, Dave, your turn. We've got Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins for Dave.
Tyreek
Hill for receiver. I like it. My turn.
Gotta beat you where I can, man.
Gotta try what you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I almost landed on your choice. I got New England Patriots again.
Ooh. Should we do repeats?
No, we skipped that, right? We didn't do that. Like, if we get a repeat, we just spin again, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I was given mercy from. It almost landed on New England again. It was actually off by a couple. Philadelphia Eagles. We're gonna go with Barkley.
Oh, why did I do that?
We're gonna go with Barkley.
Kill him, Dave. You're supposed to kill him.
Come on, Dave. Get it together. We've got Barkley at running back. All right. So far, Dave has Hill at receiver. He has Bowers at tight end. I have Barkley at running back, and I have Henry for tight end. Dave's turn. He still has a quarterback, and he still has a running back. We are on the Green Bay Packers. Ooh, who are you going to pick? Green Bay Packers. Reed. Go
Josh
Reed.
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. All right, so Jacobs at the quarterback. Team's looking pretty good, Dave. I'm not going to lie. You've probably got me this time. Let's see. I still have a quarterback, and I still have a receiver spot. And, stay right. Yes, Justin Jefferson. We landed on the Minnesota Vikings. All right, Dave, you have to take the quarterback from whoever I spin next. You have to take the quarterback.
I mean, being a running back, so I probably should have gone Jordan Love, but it's okay. Go.
Denver Broncos. Bo Nix. Playing decent lately, but not amazing. Not amazing. That's for sure. All right, and then I have to take the quarterback from whoever I'm about to spin. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's not too bad. It's better than Bo Nix. Russell Wilson. All right, so Bo Nix and Russell Wilson.
Should have gone Jordan Love on the Packers.
I win there. Jacobs or Barkley. I win there, but it's close.
You win.
Yep, you just froze. No, Dave, come back. You just froze. There you are. Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson. I win.
No, you suck.
Brock Bowers or Henry. You win that one. I surprisingly beat you. Your team looked really good, man. Your team was looking solid. Josh Jacobs, Tyreek Hill, Brock Bowers. Somehow I pulled out Barkley and Jefferson. Somehow I pulled that out.
I know. He pulled it out. Cheating.
You know. All right, here's a fun thing we'll do real fast. We're gonna spin 3 times, and you're gonna try and build the ultimate quarterback from the team. So you take one piece of that quarterback. You could be like, all right, the brains of Rodgers, the speed of Russell Wilson, and maybe the arm of Patrick Mahomes. You get what I'm saying? You have to try and build an ultimate quarterback.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so building the ultimate quarterback, you've got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's Baker Mayfield.
How many spots do we get? Or how many abilities do we get?
3 spins, but you can pick whatever piece of Baker Mayfield you like the most. Whatever it is.
I like to throw power Mayfield.
Mayfield's power. All right, I like that. He does have a pretty good arm, actually. I've got Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams. I'm going to take the youth of Caleb Williams.
Really? Not his improv?
I almost went with the fingernails, okay? I almost went with the fingernails.
Did you see him escape several he was should have been pushed out of bounds. He made 2 guys miss pushing him out of bounds for a sack. And he just made a miss and was still it was incomplete, but it was still fun to watch.
All right, so far you have the power of Baker Mayfield. I have the youth of Caleb Williams. Oh, Jesus. Actually, that kind of sucks. You took power already. You just got Patrick Mahomes.
Huh?
You just got Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh. The improbability of Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, I'll take that. The improv.
Because I already used the throwing power of Baker Mayfield. I can't use that again.
Improv of Mahomes. All right. I would have taken something different from Mahomes.
Mobility?
The clutchness of Mahomes.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, improv.
It's good. It's definitely worth it. It's a good piece. I just landed on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to take the clutchness of Patrick Mahomes, which means I have now the power of the referees in my hand.
Is that clutch, though?
That's hilarious. We both just got Mahomes.
Yeah.
The ability to final drive. I got Mahomes. Okay, so far you have the power of the power of Baker Mayfield, and you have the improvness from Patrick Mahomes is so far what you have. I have the youth of Caleb Williams, and I have the clutchness of Patrick Mahomes. This is your last spin for your ultimate quarterback. Let's see how it falls.
Youth is just inexperience.
The Redskins. It says Washington Redskins, but it's the Commanders. So, Commanders.
I'm gonna go with the mobility of Jaden Daniels.
Nice. Mobility of Daniels. Yeah, that's good, actually. That's really good. I would have gone with his accuracy. He's a very accurate quarterback, actually.
When you're throwing short, I mean, it's easy
Still,
to be
still,
accurate.
if you could have, yeah. All right. My last spin here. My last spin. Let's get the Chargers. So I have Herbert. Herbert, I'm going to take the frame of Herbert. He's a bigger guy. What's that?
I would have taken the hair.
I'm taking the hair. Well, he cut it, actually. It's a little cut right now. Yeah. I'm going to take the frame of Herbert. He's a bigger guy. All right, so you have the power of Baker Mayfield, the improvness of Patrick Mahomes, and the mobility of Jaden Daniels. That's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. I have the youth of Caleb Williams.
Hashtag inexperience.
I have the clutchness though of Mahomes. That's huge. That's like the most powerful piece in all of the quarterbacks. I have the clutchness of Patrick Mahomes, and I have the frame of Herbert. I think you won though. I think you got me. However, I could clutch it up. When it's clutch time, I could clutch it. I could clutch it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're over time, but that was fun. Thank you for playing. Thank you guys for all the viewers. This is so much better than Twitch.
So much.
Yeah, we're only like a 10-second delay too, so it's not too bad. Cool. Thank you everyone for all the viewers. Thank you for hanging out and checking us out. Be sure to follow. We go live every Monday morning. And we're gonna be here on YouTube now. I think we're coming back. I liked YouTube better. We did Twitch for a little bit, but Our one viewer on Twitch, Dave, was that like random person who didn't know football.
Yeah, it
versus Will, who's cool.
I some other theories.
Cool. I shouldn't say that. It wasn't like she was not cool.
I'll share with you another time.
Okay. Share with me another time about what?
So just theories I had about that one viewer.
Oh, okay. You have a theory about the one viewer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy.